We first partnered with the Unstuck Group in 2019. We'd reached a place where we really felt stuck. Our church had grown and we were doing well in a whole lot of areas, but we hit a plateau and just couldn't seem to get past it. It really felt like banging our heads against the wall. We had some problems, we just really couldn't see them. I slowly began to realize that we needed some eyes from the outside to take a look at our organization and give us some perspective. I'd been at the church at the time for over 20 years, and that familiarity was really getting in the way of seeing the organizations and its problems for what they really were. Sean came in to give us a secret shopper visit. It was painful, yet it was so very helpful to us. We saw some things that should have been obvious to us and were able to correct some of those things fairly quickly. For instance, after Sean's visit, we did some remodeling of our children's ministry environments that really needed updating, and that was really exciting for our young families. And not surprisingly, we've seen a lot of growth in young families since that time. We spent a couple days after the secret shopper meeting with Sean in leadership meetings, and I could not have been happier with the way he led us through the conversations. The meetings were really focused, they were productive. Most importantly, they didn't go around in circles. They led to concrete action steps in the areas we identified. Sean also didn't tell us what to do. He helped us discover what to do as a team, and that was so important. After the meetings, we didn't feel like we'd been lectured to, but had been encouraged and given the opportunity to dream together. After Sean's visit, Amy came out and spent a day with our staff, and we took a long look at staffing and did some really needed realignment. That wasn't an easy part of our process, but it was vital to our growth. Since Amy's visit in 2019, we've hired 5 more staff members, and they've all been high performers. Amy really helped us learn how to hire great people. Probably the most powerful thing that was accomplished was the clarification of our values as an organization. We were really able, after our time with Sean and Amy, to arrive at clarity around our mission and our values. We identified 5 values that we would build into the organization, and more importantly, we established these values as a discipleship process. That was a critical step for us. Then 2020 hit with full force. At that time, many of the goals and strategies we had worked on just went out the window, as they did for you. Unstuck was there for us during that process. Sean was so helpful in getting our digital ministry off the ground and running. But the most powerful thing was that the clarity of our values and our mission that we found after our time with the Unstuck Group carried us through 2020. We've actually grown as a church during the pandemic, and that happened in large part because our mission and our values were crystal clear. We've been so happy to partner with the Unstuck Group, and we would highly recommend this team to you. If you're struggling and don't know what your next step is, I would challenge you to consider bringing in somebody from the outside to help you clarify your mission and strategy. I really believe the Unstuck Group is a great team that you should check out. We're really happy with them and our partnership here at Upward Christian Fellowship.